right. So I am Kathy. I'm the vice president, and I'm here with Autumn. Autumn, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, so my name's Autumn Green and I am Miss Wheelchair Kansas 2025.
Very cool. Very cool. And what time zone are you in? You're in Central?
Central time, so it's about 7:30 here.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment to have ladies like all across the nation and try and like work out a schedule. And it's like, well, what time is it where you are? And well, that's dinner time for me, or that's bedtime for me. And, it's definitely something to adjust.
Mhm.
Definitely something to adjust to. So I guess first off, do you want to tell us like what your platform was during your reign? And then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so my platform is cultivating accessibility in higher education. So right now, a lot of it is like kind of behind the scenes work where I'm like emailing and talking to different colleges, and getting like statistics based off of how students feel about accessibility on their campus. But the goal is, by the spring semester, so starting in January, to actually be reaching out to these colleges about how they can improve accessibility.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, I do. Weren't you the one that at one point mentioned going into like a chemistry lab?
Yeah, and they told me that people in wheelchairs don't usually take this course, and the chemistry lab was like to my shoulders, like the fume hood that you're required to use that protects you from chemicals.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. What a comment. Oh yeah, normally people in wheelchairs don't take this course. Like what
yeah,
what course are we supposed to be taking here? Like that's odd. But it's good that you're making change and you're going about it in a way that is like respectful and like you're getting the information you need to present to them, So I'm a strong believer in it's not what you say, but how you say it. So how you present your information will probably be very, very useful from here on out. So,
yeah. Right now, I have a survey that's gone live. We sent it to one college so far has participated in it, but it's going pretty well of understanding like what are some major problems at one college versus like what's major issues across many colleges.
right, right. Because I'm sure, I hate to say it, there's probably like one common issue that's sort of universal, or at least maybe not universal, but um, a very common problem among many. And I wonder if there's even a difference between accessibility with like community colleges versus like universities, even.
Yeah, we sent it to a few private colleges, community college, and like public universities as well. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Very good. So you've been very busy.
yeah, quite busy. About to get busier.
Yeah. But that's good though. Now, are you still in school or have you graduated or?
I graduated this past May from the University of Kansas, and I got my bachelor's in cellular, molecular, and developmental biology.
Very cool. So did we make the chemistry lab work or we?
Um, they have an accessible fume hood in one of their labs. They got fixed what was broken when they finally had it accessible, but it's still
Okay.
not necessarily compliant.
Right.
Because they're supposed to have an accessible fume hood in every lab, but yeah, we're
We're
working on
getting
that.
there.
Yeah,
Right.
and the I mentioned a biology one as well. That they didn't get it fixed until after I finished my class. So
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
even have my accommodations, but it is accommodated for anyone that were to be in a wheelchair to be able to use now.
Very good. Very good. How about let's cover how did you get involved with Miss Wilshire, Kansas, and like how did you hear about it? Like what was the voila moment where you're like, I have to apply?
Yeah, so I first found out about Miss Wheelchair Kansas when I was like 9 years old in physical therapy after I was injured. And my aunt told me from a very young age, she's like, this is something that you should do. So then fast forward to when I was in college, I participated in Miss Amazing, which is similar but for all disabilities.
Okay.
And the director there is like, this is good prep for Miss Wheelchair Kansas because I told her I'm like I'm wanting to do this once I'm of age. And then Carrie kept talking to me and talking to me. It's like, you need to do this. You need to do this. I'm like, let me finish college first.
Right.
So I decided to do it. Yeah, my last year of college.
Very cool. That is very cool.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you wanted to do it, like you've aspired to do it for so long, and you're like, I finally can, and I'm going to do it. So
Yeah.
that's very cool. So we have a question in the comment that I'll answer. So what is going on? So I'm the vice president of Miss Wheelchair America, and I'm interviewing Autumn, who is the current title holder for Miss Wheelchair Kansas. We have state programs throughout America, and they are for women who use wheelchairs to empower the communities that they live in, to empower the young, to empower the similar age, and to empower the older. We speak on behalf of 64 million Americans that have disabilities, and we try to make change. We try to be um, positive in our community. We try and make things more accessible, and we try to lessen the burden off the next person. So, the advocacy work that we do, we hope that that makes it easier for the person down the road. Like, oh, I've heard of this accommodation, or I've heard of this disability. So we're just trying to make things easier for the next person. So I appreciate it, and thanks for joining. And if you have any questions, Aaron, you can more than welcome to drop them in the chat, and whether they're for me or for Autumn, we will get your question answered. So okay, so you got involved with Miss Wheelchair Kansas. What was your reign like preparing for nationals?
I mean, Carrie, she's just like gave me a document that's basically like, hey, these are some beneficial things for preparing for nationals. And honestly, our state event is pretty similar setup to how nationals is. It's just into 2 days. So
Okay.
I got pretty well prepared for that. And then um, having Tamara be the Miss Wheelchair America for 2025 and her uh, support because she's from Kansas, that really
Mhm.
helped a lot as well.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think it's got to be very exciting to have like a national title holder from your state. Like, I'm excited about Latavia. Okay, it's a bordering state, so it counts, right? I'm taking it. Okay, I'm taking it. But it's very cool to have a national title holder in your state, because not only can they tell you what it's like on the state level, but they can sort of educate you on what goes on the national level. And like, am I really prepared for this? Can I really do this? Am I really striving for this? So that's pretty cool to have that connection with her. Um, but I bet you she was a tough person to follow behind, though.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, Tamara, she has her own personality, and it's just like no one can beat Tamara. Tamara is Tamara.
Yes, yes, she is one of a kind. That is awesome. And Carrie as well. Carrie,
Yes.
for those of you watching, Carrie is the state coordinator for Miss Wheelchair Kansas, and she has been involved with Miss Wheelchair America for 20 years. So, if anybody knows what they're doing, I would say it's probably Carrie. Um, she's been on the board for many years. She was the treasurer for many years. So, Carrie has a lot of knowledge. So, we're very happy that you're from a strong state, you know?
Yes.
Now, nationals, what was the week of nationals? I know you said that on the state level was pretty similar to going to nationals, but describe nationals and like being around the other title holders, and describe, okay, you're all competing for what you're competing for, but you're not really competing. So just kind of maybe like give us some insight on like what I mean by that, because you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you go into it and it doesn't even really feel like a competition at all. Like the first day that people started coming, and I was one of the early ones, so we got to go to Mary Free Bed and we were like hanging out. But it's like hanging out with a bunch of girls that understand your situation better than most people.
Yeah.
It's basically the entirety of nationals. It doesn't feel like a competition, and like when you go into your interviews, like people are encouraging you to do your best. And then when you do your platform speech, it's just like, hey, this is a performance, I guess, and like encouraging someone to do their best with their speech as well. And then some of us beforehand, even with our group chat, we like made a slideshow of possible questions that could be asked, disability history, um, and then like just trying to help each other with how we can try to perfect our craft for what we're trying to do.
Right, right. Now, how is the tour at Mary Free Bed? Because as a sponsor, they're very, very very helpful with our organization and very beneficial to leading up to our event as well as at the event. So how was the tour of their facility? Because I've never been there. I've only seen pictures.
Yeah, if I were in a place like Mary Free Bed, like after I was injured, I know that my recovery would have been 1,000 times better. They have so many resources that I've never seen, and I was in Kansas City where I did my rehab and stuff. So, and they're known for their research, medical research there. But Mary Freebed, it was amazing seeing their adaptive sports equipment too, and how influential it is. And then they help rehabilitate children from like a very, very young age to like older individuals who may have had like a spinal cord injury or a stroke. So
Right.
it was really incredible to see what all they provided there.
Right. Yeah, because even just following, so like I follow them obviously on Facebook, and just seeing their post and their involvement with the community is like, you know, I hope to never really need your resources per se, but like if I do, like I want to go there. Like it's just amazing to see their connection with everybody around them. And, again, they're one of our sponsors, but I think even if they weren't, just being involved in their community and being involved in what they do. Um, and I don't know, you probably already know this, but on Wednesday, the 12th, Dahlia will be crowned officially as Little Miss Wheelchair America at Mary Free Bed. So as a little one, Dahlia is very familiar with Mary Free Bed and many of their staff. So they worked it out together that she will have her official crowning. So we're hoping to share that on our social media platforms. We'll see how it goes, but Mary Free Bed is like very key to very many people's lives, and I think we're just happy that we're part of it. You know, so there was a message that was retracted, and they said, no. See, it's comments like that that just make you go, hmm. Just a side note, I've gone live on my own channel, and people pop up in the comments and they say, can you say hi to so and so, or say something? And I start to read the comment and I go, that wasn't funny,
Mm.
because it's usually something derogatory. So yeah. See, no, we can't say hi to her. Sorry. Maybe next time. Maybe later. Maybe another channel. See, we have to read the room sometimes. But anyway. All right. So we covered nationals. We covered your reign. What do you want to do? Where do you see this leading to when your reign is over? Although you still have quite a bit of time left. What do you want to do once you finally pass the crown on?
I want to continue like going to colleges and really helping them reinforce that being ADA compliant is only compliant. That doesn't mean it's accessible for everyone.
Mm,
I know a lot of people at KU, so I'm really like working with them, and because they are leading the country and like having the best special education program for their master's degree, I really feel like they should be the predominant college that's accessible. So I've really been working with them, and I I plan to continue working with them and other colleges. And then when I was a student there, I created an organization to help support disabled students. So it would also be a goal to make sure that that student organization could be spread off to other colleges as well.
very cool. That is very cool. Is there anything else you'd like to add that I may have not asked about?
I don't think so.
No? All right.
I'm
Well,
excited for Dahlia.
yeah, I'm very excited for Dahlia. I'm excited for our new class of title holders. As you know, they've started coming in like September, so the state competitions are from anywhere from September 1st to March. Typically, it's the third weekend in March. I think we have two that are after the deadline. But we're excited for the new class. We're excited that your class of title holders are still like go-getters. You're getting out there. I personally know from my time at nationals, after nationals in August, it was over.
Mm.
We were done. So it's really, really nice to see that even though you've all returned from nationals, that you still continue your fight. You still continue advocating. And I think it's even more important to continue that after your reign is over. Your crown retires, but your title doesn't. You'll always have your title. So I personally encourage you to keep going. Keep your socials active. Do what you have to do to continue to get your message out there and be who you are. And I think you froze on me. Up there you go. But be who you are and continue doing what you're doing. And colleges and universities are definitely going to hear from you.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that. Although I'm past the college point of my life, definitely appreciate the efforts that you're putting forth, and it's not going unnoticed. So keep it going.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely. And I thank you for taking your time out tonight to do this little interview. And if anybody has any questions for me or Autumn, you can always leave them in the chat in the comment section. And if I can't get back to you, I will make sure that Autumn can. So thanks for everyone who tuned in. And good night. Good night, Autumn.
Good night.
All right. Have a good one.